Okay, this video is regarding boxplots, or also known as box and whiskers. What it is a display of data that shows how the values in a data set are distributed or spread out. So we could see a minimum and a maximum are these two dots on the end. Your median, your number in the middle, would be right here. And then the middle of your lower half is called the lower quartile, or Q1. And the middle of your upper half is called the upper quartile, or Q3. If you notice, this lower half seems closer together and the upper half is more spread out. That's okay. It just means that the numbers are more spread out. It does not mean that there are more numbers here versus over here. In fact, it's the same amount. If the median is the middle, this lower part is half of the data and this upper part is half of the data. So let's look at example A. What do you notice about the 5-number summary? So you got your minimum, Q1, median, Q3, and your maximum versus this box plot. Well, what we noticed in class was the minimum was your first dot. Your Q1 is your second dot, or your lower quartile. Your median is this third dot. Your upper quartile, or Q3, is the fourth dot, and your maximum is the last dot here. So like I said, this 8, 9, 10, they're clustered together, but the 10, 11, 15, see how they're spread further apart. But there are 3 numbers here and 3 numbers here, or if you'd like to say there's 2 here and 2 here. Okay, let's go to, there's the bell. Thank you, bell. Okay, so in example B, we want to put these in order from least to greatest. So my lowest is 10, and then 12. Oh, I forgot 11. All right, so 10, 11, and then 12, and then 13, 15, and 18. All right, so first I want to start with my maximum, 18. I'm going to put that here. My minimum, 10, is here. So my number in the middle is going to be right here between 12 and 13. That would be a 12.5. I'll go ahead and circle that. That's my median, 12.5, number in the middle. Now my lower half has these 3 numbers. My number in the middle would be 11. That is my lower quartile, 11. My upper quartile, or Q3, is these 3 numbers, the one in the middle, 15. So put a 15 here. And then I've got my minimum 10, my maximum 18. These are my 5-point summaries, 10, 11, 12 and a half, 15, and 18. So my range is from 18 to 10. That would be a range of 8. And my IQR, interquartile range, is my inner quarters. From 15 to 11, that gives me a 4. All right, so now I'm going to put these on a number line here and make a box plot or a box and whiskers. So I'm going to put a dot on the 10, a dot on the 11. My next one will be the 12 and a half. Gets a dot. Then the 15, and then the 18. 15 and 18. See how there's more of a spread here? But it's still the same amount of numbers. Okay, how I create a box plot or box and whiskers is I put a box around my middle dots like this, and I put a line through this dot indicating the median. Then I just draw a little line to the minimum and the maximum, and those are the whiskers. And that's how you create a box plot. So if they give us a box plot, and I have to go find the data that represents that box plot, what I want to do first is make sure the data is in order from least to greatest. Least to greatest, least. Okay, it looks like all of these are least to greatest. Now my next strategy is to look at the minimum has to be 8. They're all 8s. The maximum has to be 18. Good, good, good. Out. So D is not going to be the answer. Then I look at my middle number is my median, 11 and a half. So if I go 8, 10, 11 and a half, 15, 18, the 11 and a half is in the middle. And if I look here, 11 and a half would be between 11 and 12. I've got 4 to the left, 4 to the right, so that one's good too. 11 and a half would be right here between 11 and 12. I got 4 numbers to the left, 4 numbers to the right, so all of these these three are good. Now I'm going to look at my Q1, or my lower quartile. It should be a 10. Well, on A, it's between these sets here, so between 10 and 10 is 10. That one's good. On B, I've got these four numbers, so in the middle, that'd be 9.5. B is out. And then on C, between 8 and 10, that would be 9. So C is out. So my answer is A. And that's how Boxplot, aka Box and Whiskers, work. Now you go try. Good luck.